Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and this is getting interesting. Here I am working on the Challenger, and when I pulled the bearing assembly apart, I thought, boy, this all looks really familiar. It's kind of a combination of the Hruby attachment system combined with a bit of the Orbotech way of doing things. And so I thought, what are the chances of the when I got my Orbot, which is sitting over there, the race for the bearing was badly designed. It didn't have a proper shoulder like this race does here. And they had just peened over the edge on a few places, and it was just really Mickey Mouse. It was one of the earlier machines. I'm sure they changed it since. But anyway, I went to a machine shop and I said, hey, here's what I want. I had them make up a couple of, actually 3 or 4 different races, so I had 2 or 3 extras. So here's one of my extra ones. I actually put one on my Orbot, and it was fine ever since, and I've never changed the bearing ever since. Never a problem. But so what I did is I replaced that race, and I had a couple of spares. And then when I pulled this thing apart, I thought, boy, that looks familiar. It looks almost exactly the same as the race for the retainer that I made up for my Orbot. And I pulled it out, and what do you know? It is exactly the same, except notice that it's quite a bit thicker. But it fits, and I wasn't sure. I had another bearing which I pulled out before. I think this bearing is, well, it's in better shape anyway. But anyway, I pressed it all back together, and I've got it all set up here. I'm all ready to roll back together. So this is the original race that was on the Challenger. It's a little bit thinner. It's also got smaller screws, whereas this has larger screws. And the way the Orbot and the Vibe work is that now the pad driver actually just bolts straight onto there. No more cup arrangement. So we want to find out if this is really going to work. Here is my pad driver that actually came off of my Orbot over there. And so I'm going to try and attach it right here, right now. So let me see if I can do this. Because if this is the case, then I have just converted the Challenger pad driver over to the Vibe. Now, wouldn't that be interesting? I think we're going to use this one here. Here we go. Just got to get it to thread in place. I think we're getting it. Okay, good. We're on the way. Now, this pad driver is a little bit larger than the Challenger pad driver. I'm not sure if that'll really be a big deal or not. We'll find out in a minute. Now you could make your own pad driver. Just get a piece of a plastic shop to make it up. I don't know if ABS would be the best choice, plastic, or there's other types of plastics that might be a little bit stiffer. Because I wonder if the ABS would be a little bit too bendy. Even if you went with, well, 1/2 inch, or no, 3/8 maybe? I'm not sure. 1/8 inch would definitely be too thin. 1/4 inch might work. But anyway, we'll try it with this. Maybe this will just be a simple, easy way to go. So, could it be that simple? I mean, really. So these screws are bigger than the ones that attached. See, this had the cup thing, which is like an arc, and these are the screws, which are way smaller. So the Vibe and the Orbot have this arrangement, and it seems to work well for them. So I guess they've got it figured out. Make sure I'm attached good. Okay, I just put a Vibe pad driver on a Challenger. What do you think of that? So let's put a pad down. We'll try it first of all on the concrete. It just barely goes out beyond the machine, but if you're running with a pad that's larger anyway, it doesn't really matter, I guess, you know, because your pad, you know, see the pad is sticking out farther than the bumper anyway. And most of us are going to be running with pads at least maybe 19 or 21, I guess. So, are you curious? I'm curious, that's for sure. Is this going to be a good idea or not? No, why would I do that? Oh, come on now. It can't be that much of a big deal. Ha! Guess I lost my pad. The bearing sounds good. I'll go get my pad. That seems highly illogical. Okay, we'll try this again. That just doesn't make any sense. I can't think of why I would have done that. I mean, changing the pad driver should have had no effect on that. Okay, the bearing sounds good. I can't imagine why it wouldn't kick over. Something's wrong with the motor. You got a bad contact or something. Maybe it's, we'll plug it in where I had it plugged in yesterday. Although I don't see how that makes any difference. This just doesn't make sense, but if all else fails, try the simple thing. Okay, oh, weird. Okay, try it again. There we go. That is a used bearing, by the way, which I had changed out. I will go buy a new one and change it. Yeah, it's easy to change, as you can see, once I figured it out. Huh, that's weird. I actually was thinking I was going to change this power cord anyway. It's all twisting out. But let's run it on the carpet, put some resistance on it. Actually, occasionally when I'm cleaning in a house, I find that with my rotary, once in a while I run into an outlet that just, it's like it's got bad power or something in it, and it just bogs, and it won't start up very well or anything. It just, and sometimes I have to go and find another outlet, and then it works fine. So now I'll make sure I get it nice and wet. Oh yeah, she's good and wet. This is a two-way pad. Get rid of the stump here. Yeah, the other thing, the issue this thing has is this. This maybe have something to do with it too. This this thing is just not working right. I actually fixed that, but it pulled out again. So looks like this hole here is a bit too big or something. Anyway, we'll go over here. Try to center it. Yeah, that's all right. I'm not running a glider. Again, it doesn't want to go this direction. It's resisting. So I'm going to grab, I have a glider here. A small one. Carpet's still quite wet. Yeah, that definitely helps. So tomorrow when I'm out and about, I'll go and pick up a new bearing, because this bearing is a little funky as well, better than the other one that was on there. I can change the velcro on the pad driver. You can see I got two brand new ones sitting right there. Easy to change it out if I want to. But it appears that I've just converted a Challenger OP plywood pad driver over to the Vibe or Orbot pad driver. And that wasn't hard. So basically, so how we do it is this race right here is the race that it comes with. No, I took it to a machine shop on my Orbot, and I had them make one. It's slightly thicker, about 1/8 of an inch deeper, I think. And then the Vibe one has slightly larger threading on here, which I think is a better idea. And then it'll work with the with your Vibe pad driver arrangement. So there you go. That was easy. And that's an upgrade for the Challenger, because that plywood thing that's not good. I don't like that at all. See, that's what they should have done. This is the way they should have made the machine. You know, they've been making it for years. Why didn't they just convert over to a better system? Anyway, what can you say, right? So I bet there's lots of you guys are pretty intrigued to see that you can do that if you've got a Challenger and you're frustrated with your plywood pad driver. The other way to do it, I'm sure this would work too, is the Oric pad driver will fit under here. You could just take an Oric pad driver, cut off the nubs, and then make a piece of plastic pad driver, and then glue your velcro on there and put it all together. That'll work too. So thank you for watching, and have a good day.